Hey everybody, it's Brook from Brook Pridemore Industries. It is Wednesday night. It's closing in on 2 a.m. on Thursday, but I'm back at it again with the white vans. I just got home to a package in the mail. My worm tooth shirt came in the mail today. I want to take this opportunity to tell you, the folks watching this at home, that Wormtooth is the name of a mysterious creature who plays rap music and lives in Philadelphia and is by no means a member of the Philadelphia sludge band Yuckmouth. Now, on with the program. I found an interesting entry for tonight. One of the things that's kind of starting to fascinate me about searching for different kinds of energy drinks is they're all over the place, and there's weird, there's stuff I've never heard of. There's varieties by popular companies that I didn't even know existed, and I got the one that I'm going to do tonight. I got on the corner. I got down the street from my house. It was no thing. That's what's really starting to fascinate me about this is there's everywhere you look, there's these little companies that maybe were like trying to make the next Red Bull, the next Monster, and then it becomes this sort of cyclical, this sort of like a feedback loop where the upstart companies start trying to imitate the popular companies, which in turn innovate to try to keep up with the weird stuff that the upstart companies are doing, and then more and more these weird super fringy drinks start coming out, and I'm in a great position because every bodega in the city seems to buy one case of one of these weird little off, bootleg drinks. So, the kind of just the looking for them is fascinating. The one that I want to talk about tonight is it's not one of the rarer ones that I've been searching out, but I've never had this. It is by the Arizona company, and it is their extreme, what does it say? Extreme Performance Fruit Punch. It's got a big label. It says caution on the top. I, I grew up approximate to the Arizona company. I'm aware, obviously, I'm aware of it, but where I'm from, I grew up drinking Fago. I grew up, if I'm drinking non-caffeinated stuff, I grew up drinking Tahitian Treat. I had never noticed the air. I know they're everywhere, if anyone's going to comment on it. But I know they're all over the place, now, but I had never considered the Arizona energy can before. I drank a different flavor of this earlier tonight. I played a show over at Heart Bar. It was awesome with Free to Kill and The Road to Ruin and Woodhead. And I so I drank a different flavor, but this is the one that I bought last night, and I like that it's extreme performance. I did a on tour years ago, what was called the National Meltdown Tour, and it wasn't called that for any particular reason. It was just when my friend Pat was sending the dates to us about where we were going to go and when. He just called it the National Meltdown Tour, and we made these shirts that had our names on it, and we just ran with it. But on that, we got stuck with yelling the word extreme at each other whenever something. Usually when something super mundane happened, it'd be like, extreme! And it was very much of the, probably of the Harold and Kumar, or there was probably some reference in there, I can't quite remember. So the word extreme is funnier to me than it would be if you were just like a regular, it's funnier to me than a word like flapjack or octopus or, you know, um, Winnebago. For some reason the word extreme just kind of gives me a little bit of a chuckle. So right off the bat, you get warning signals of like, what's gonna happen, to me, if I drink this, am I gonna punch? I made a Kyle joke last night, I know, but I'm like, am I gonna punch a hole in a wall or something? Um, so it says lightly carbonated and suggests served chilled. Oh, this is good too. Wow. It says this product is not a, or excuse me, this product is a food, not a drug. It is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. And below that, this product is not intended for individuals under the age of 18, pregnant or nursing women, or those sensitive to caffeine. But I think about a lot about that, diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. I'm gonna find a bottle of a particular Scottish beverage where people drink it because it tastes like medicine. They drink it, um, to give them a little, like, a boost if you've got a cold. And where I'm from, there's a certain brand of ginger ale that we drank, and that was supposed to, like, it was cold medicine. It was, Midwestern matzo ball soup or something like that. Midwestern penicillin maybe. So I'm gonna crack into this. We're at the 6 minute mark and I haven't cracked the goddamn can. So I'm gonna give this a taste. I hope it's not too extreme. It's 2 in the morning. Okay, that's like a pretty standard. Um, well, I mentioned Tahitian treat. It's kind of got that little bit of. You wouldn't even want to call it carbonated. It's more like it's effervescent. It's more like a. Somebody took like a plain bottle of fruit punch and just shook it up. Just shook the fuck out of it. So it got a little bit of a bubble to it, but it's not what it's not even as carbonated as those Ultra Monsters, which are not very carbonated, in my opinion. Um, it's a real. I wouldn't know that this was an energy drink if I was just to if you were to pour me a glass of it without the iconography and without the label. And wait a minute, this is fucked up because they're like, it's not a medicine, it's not a drug, it's not meant to do anything for you. But right here, it's got that RX on the can. So this is burning my ass a little bit because that's false advertising. You could probably get the Better Business Bureau on that if you were so inclined. I try not to be the kind of person that would ask to speak to the manager, but this is misleading. If I had I don't know what I would do. I wouldn't know if you were to just pour it out of the can and hand it to me in a glass that it was anything other than a completely run-of-the-mill energy drink. But let's see what it looks like in the glass. Um, okay, and so it's a little lighter than like a Hawaiian Punch or something. It's a little lighter in color, and you can see the bubbles a little more. Um, That's kind of neat, but it almost looks like a rosé or something. It looks like a summer wine or whatever. And there's something there's something besides red in there, and it might be papaya or well, guarana is a root, but it might be like papaya or mango or something they've thrown in there besides like I don't know what fruit punch normally tastes like to anyone out there, but when I think of the color red, I think of a fruit punch. So it just tastes like red to me. But there's something a little more tropical in this that I can't quite put my finger on. It's more on the front. It finishes really clean, but it's not pretty unremarkable. I would watch this around like it says it's not intended for children. You want to take that seriously. But I would drink that again. One of the nice advantages of this is you're not getting bilked for a lot of money. This is a 99-cent can, and it's the size of it's a 12 ounce, right? Yeah, it's 11.5 ounces, so it's like a 12-ounce Red Bull for 20% of the price. And so if you're short on cash and you gotta wake the fuck up, you could get one of those. Or if you were about to go to the Grand Canyon, you could drink one of those. Um, or you could get a case of them and invite Sheriff Joe Arpaio over for a barbecue, and then you could just chuck the unopened cans at him as he approached and until he ran away. Um, It's you know, I'd give it a solid 6. It's neither here nor there. It's not offensive. I'm hoping to find some energy drinks that are like deeply offensive and like hurt my feelings, but this is not one of them. It's fine. I will probably, you know, I will smooch again, but I wouldn't go out of my way to find this one. Um, so you know, that's really all I have to say about the Arizona Extreme Fruit Punch energy drink Caution RX. There's a lot of misleading stuff on that that might make me rate it a little lower, but we'll try something else tomorrow night and see what happens. If you've enjoyed this video, thank you for watching, and you could consider checking out my music on Bandcamp and Spotify. And if you wanted to make a more long-term contribution, a link to my Patreon is below. There's bonuses there that people will start getting sooner or later, probably sooner. Thank you. Good night.